What's up, everybody? Today is Friday, the morning of Friday, January 26th, 2024, and I just went to the grocery store, a local grocery store called Aikens, and I got a breakfast burrito. So they make breakfast burritos there, $5.99. You can see that on there. It's still dark outside. It's only like, I don't even think it's 7 o'clock in the morning yet. This one is a ranchero burrito, it's called. So, I think it's just bacon, egg, cheese, and maybe some some veggies in there, maybe onion, cilantro, I don't know. Something like that. It's kind of like a Mexican grocery store. Anyhow, I woke up kind of early and kind of hungry, and um, there's not a lot of options early in the morning to get food. There's McDonald's, there's Burger King, and I'm just tired of all that fast food nonsense. I really am. So I was like, well, I come here. They actually have fresh donuts that they make at the store. Pretty good donuts too. Breakfast burritos. Sometimes they have like breakfast bowls with eggs and bacon and I don't know, potatoes, gravy, or something like that. So just so you know, and then inside the foil, it's wrapped a burrito like that in paper. So it's wrapped inside of a wrap. I'll say, just so you know, or just fun fact, if you're not from the United States, or maybe you're not even from North America, in the United States, one of the most common breakfast things, very common breakfast thing, is we eat bacon and eggs a lot in the United States. And finally, here's my burrito. It's a pretty honking burrito. It's mostly eggs. I'm not gonna lie. It's scrambled eggs, bacon, cheese, potatoes, and some kind of basically it's like a salsa in there. I think that's what makes it ranchero. But it's pretty good size. I would say it's almost a pound. So it's pretty good size. Oh yeah, tomatoes, egg. Actually, can't really see it too great, but there's tomatoes, eggs, cheese. So far, pretty good. It's just as good as anything you'd make at home. So it's like homemade food, better than fast food. But yeah, so in the United States we eat bacon and eggs a lot, with in a variety of ways. Some people eat bacon, egg, and cheese burritos. People eat bacon and egg sandwiches, or maybe less commonly, bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant, or in a croissant, whatever. But yeah, bacon and eggs, pretty common thing, or sausage. Like a big. There's another. Give me another. Oops. That's good. Um, or like if someone wanted to go fully big breakfast in the United States, like what's considered a big breakfast in the United States would be like bacon and sausage with eggs, pancakes, um, maybe some hash brown potatoes, um, maybe a little bit less common. I mean, depends on where you live at, but maybe some gravy, like the gravy that I showed you guys. Maybe some biscuits. I mean, just stuff like that. So yeah, so kind of the pork products and the eggs as the base, and then from there throw in whatever your favorite bread products are, either pancakes or biscuits or toast or whatever. And like I said, yes or no on gravy or all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's kind of a typical American breakfast, you know. Potatoes, maybe. I don't know. It's really interesting. when sorry, chewing. That's really good though. I was so hungry. I worked last night till 11 o'clock, and it was too late to really get anything. Then I was like, I don't know what to get or to make or whatever. The store was probably open, but they don't have the breakfast beers that late. Um, so I just went to sleep and I woke up hungry. Anyhow, I was gonna say, it's really interesting when you start to find out what other people in other countries, you know, have like for their traditional breakfast or whatever. I mean, maybe in an Asian country they might have rice, like a white rice, and maybe, I don't know, some fish or something like that. And in France, I've heard it could be something as simple as a croissant, like a fresh baked croissant, and a cup of coffee. Um, I don't know what they eat in Canada. I know a couple of my followers from Canada. If you could tell me what you guys eat for breakfast, I really have no idea. Um, in Britain, their full English breakfast is kind of similar, I think, to the U.S. breakfast. Again, some kind of pork product like sausage or bacon, probably eggs, but they have some tomato with it, some tomato. English beans. Oh man, can't remember because I watched some of the bodybuilders who are from Britain, so I watched what they eat. And then in Mexico, traditional Mexican breakfast, again eggs, but instead of bread, it'd be tortillas, either corn or flour, dependent. It's usually corn, like more traditional, be corn tortillas, eggs, some salsa, maybe some refried beans, cheese maybe, dependent on the person. Depending on the place in Mexico, I think in the more northern parts of Mexico, it's um, brown beans, and the southern part, I think it's black beans. My family, I think, was more for the northern part. We ate more brown, like pinto beans, refried beans. Um, but yeah, so beans, eggs, beans, scrambled eggs, corn tortillas, some salsa, maybe some cheese, um, something like that. You know, not necessarily any kind of meat. Here's another. See, they put a lot of egg, but I mean it's okay. Get my protein and calories or whatever for some egg. And I've already tasted the bacon. There's little hash brown potatoes in there. Yeah, the salsa's pretty good. So this would be kind of like a traditional Mexican breakfast, except, well, kind of not, like I said. I don't think Mexican people eat bacon so much. Um, but other than that, or then the tortilla, like I said, traditionally be more corn tortilla than flour tortilla. But some Mexican people won't eat the flour tortillas. But yeah, so it's interesting around the world. Different things people eat for breakfast. The food that gets you going for the day. Or some people obviously don't eat breakfast at all in the morning. This salsa's really good. Um, I don't know what they eat in Arab countries for breakfast. Maybe some, I don't know, maybe some bread, some coffee. A lot of people in Arab countries, I think, drink coffee. That's the other thing in the United States. Coffee is still one of the main things people drink in the morning. Um, when they get up, they have their little cup of coffee. Especially when I was a kid, that was a really big thing. Oh man, I could make a whole video talking about that, because nowadays, what kids conceptualize as a cup of coffee is totally different than a cup of coffee than when I grew up. nowadays, coffee, the kids or the younger people, is a very like sweetened, like some from Starbucks or some fancy coffee chain where it's not just coffee, it's coffee and like in milk and caramel or chocolate and sugar and maybe cream or foam or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Coffee to the younger generation is a whole like plethora of a mixture of sweet and um, just all kinds of different flavors. Okay, kids drink coffee nowadays. I see little kids with coffee cups, again from Starbucks or from whatever their favorite coffee shop is. Um, you know, Even some adults are going on that trend, or a lot of adults are going on that trend nowadays where they have their fancy coffees. Anyhow, when I was a kid, first of all, when I was a kid, kids didn't drink coffee at all. Like, coffee was a very much an adult thing when I was a kid, because coffee, when I was a kid, was just regular black coffee, maybe some sugar, maybe some creamer, maybe some milk, and that was pretty much it. There was no caramel swirls or chocolate or cinnamon or um, maybe obviously adding some sugar or, like I said, some cream or milk, but really just straightforward. I mean, really, a lot of people just drank black coffee, nothing added to it, or just a little bit of sugar or creamer or something like that. There weren't all these fancy coffees, and so yeah, coffee was very much a thing that adults just drank when they got up. It's like, oh hey, I gotta get up and go get ready for work, and they had their cup of coffee. Wasn't even a very pleasurable thing, probably. It's just like, oh well, it gets me going in the morning. Nowadays the coffee is almost like a donut or something. It's this fancy extravagant thing. I'm getting towards my final bite of my burrito. So yeah, coffee has definitely changed over the past, I don't know, 20, 25 years or whatever it is, or especially 30 years. 30 years ago, coffee wasn't like that at all. And definitely coffee 30 years ago wasn't an expensive thing. If you told somebody 30 years ago that coffee, in the future was going to be, $5, $10 for a cup of coffee, they would have thought you're crazy. They're like, for what? It's just coffee and, like I said, sugar, maybe some milk. I mean, some places would even offer it for free. You go to a diner and they just have like free coffee. You buy your breakfast or whatever, and they just have coffee there for free. Or even if you did have to pay, like at a donut shop, you could get a donut and buy a coffee, maybe like, I don't know, 10 cents, 20 cents or something like that for a cup of coffee. Because it was just plain old, just nasty dark coffee. Nowadays. And hey, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love it too. I love all the fancy coffees. I'm just saying that it's changed. All right. Well, yeah. So some people, a lot of especially younger generation, I think they just have that nowadays. They just wake up and go to their favorite coffee shop and just get a very fancy coffee that has all the stuff in it, and that's kind of their breakfast. Maybe they get a little like sweet bread item with it or something, or maybe a breakfast sandwich, But I've seen people, they just that's their morning. That's what gets them going. They just get one of those fancy coffees. But anyhow, the other thing I was gonna say is yeah, coffee is still, it's still a very popular thing, at least in the United States, to wake up in, especially with older people. Still, people wake up and have their cup of coffee with or without breakfast, whether they decide to. But also nowadays, another popular thing is just to have like an energy drink or something. That's another new thing. People wake up and, again, either yes or no, have breakfast, but they wake up and have their energy drink. I mean, I've met people in various jobs that I had, and they wake up and they just have an energy drink, and that gets them going. I don't think that's good at all. But don't get me wrong, I've done it before too. It's just you wake up and you need to, I don't know, go to work or get things going, and like, well, I just have my energy drink and whatever. I'll eat when I eat, you know. But anyhow, yeah, that's interesting to me. Breakfast around the world. Yeah, I'd love to hear if anybody wants to share what you have for breakfast in your country, especially Canada. Like I said, I know what we have in the United States. I generally know what they have in Mexico, but I don't know what they eat in Canada. I'm assuming it's a British-like breakfast, maybe, because wait, no, they're more Canadians are more French inspired, huh? They speak French, but isn't the Queen of England on their money? See, I don't know. I don't know a lot of Canada about Canada. I really don't. So I don't know. I don't know what Canadians eat in general, besides poutine, the fries with the cheese curds and the gravy. What else do Canadians eat? You know, you would think that Canada is right next to the United States. You know, we're neighbors. You would think I would know more about Canada, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Besides the poutine fries, I don't know what Canadians eat. Man, I assume, oh, they like Tim Hortons. They like donuts for breakfast and probably stuff too like that. Yeah, so they like Tim Hortons and they like their poutine fries. The my followers that are from Canada, they're probably going to be like, oh my God, Matt knows nothing about Canada. And I'm literally right here in Washington State, right next to Canada. For those of you on the other side of the world, the state that I live in the United States, it's literally borders on Canada. But there's no Canadians here. There's no Canadians here in Washington. Every now and again, I'll see a car with like a British Columbia license plate. That's from Canada, but they're just coming to visit, and then they're trying to get the hell out of here. They don't want to be here. They don't want to stick around and for a shooting or something like that. So they just come and visit for a little bit and they get the hell out of here. I'm not mad at it. I don't blame them. So yeah. Whereas the opposite, say you go down to say California or Texas or New Mexico, any of the southern states in the United States, which is near the Mexican border. There's tons of Mexican people, because Mexican people, you know, immigrate here and, you know, basically trying to get out of Mexico. But you come to states close to Canada, North Dakota, Washington, I don't know, Maine or whatever. You don't see a lot of Canadians. They stay in their country. They're not trying to come here. They're not trying to. Canadians aren't trying to, how you say, go down. They're not literally. How you say? I don't know the words I'm looking for. You know, they're not trying to like level down, I guess you would say. You know, they want to stay in a nicer country, is what I'm saying, with free healthcare and safer, and you know, and not, it's not so crowded in Canada and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so literally you don't see a lot of Canadians that have moved here. Even like I said, I'm in literally like the northernmost state in the United States. Washington State is like the highest latitude, right next to Canada. And I barely, every now and again, I'll see some random car with a Canadian license plate. But I don't see, I don't think I found one person actually living here that was from Canada. Again, I don't blame them. I get it. Hey, trust me, I've thought about moving to Canada myself. Get the heck out of here. This crazy freaking place we call the United States. So anyhow, that's my breakfast. I had a breakfast burrito. It's kind of it kind of fits in with a traditional Mexican breakfast. Like I said, bacon, scrambled eggs, potatoes, salsas. It's more on the Mexican side. Tortilla. It's Mexican food, but the flour tortilla is more of an American thing. Again, Mexican food is more of corn tortillas, although, you know, Mexican people do eat flour tortillas too. But anyway, so it's Mexican-American breakfast is what I had this morning. I guess you can call it a ranchero or rancherito burrito, whatever they called it. It was pretty good. Thank you, Aikens, for the burrito. Here's Aikens Market right here. Expensive market is what they should call it. It's very expensive, but the burrito is not so bad. $6. That's kind of what a breakfast sandwich goes for nowadays. So, and it was pretty hefty, pretty full. I am gonna need a Red Bull in a couple of hours. It's still early. I may like try to go back to sleep a little bit. I don't know. I don't go to work till 3 this afternoon. I'm doing 3 to 11 again. 3 to 11 today. Today is Friday, like I said, and then Saturday and Sunday I'm working 12-hour shifts, which I'm not looking forward to. You know, it's just hard. And then Sunday, it's not just a 12-hour shift. They have me doing that stupid trimming stuff again. I hate that so much. I'm just sitting there watching the potato line. I hate it. So anyhow, so today's kind of an easy day or slow day, whatever. Saturday and Sunday are going to be hectic. But yeah, that's a video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me in the dark. The sun is still not coming up yet. We're still in winter time, so the sun's not going to come up till a little bit later. For those of you, for my Canadian brothers and sisters out there, you're well aware of the short daylight hours. You know, we're still in the time of the season where we don't get a lot of daytime sunlight. You know, we got a lot of darkness and a lot of cold, especially you guys in Canada. You get more cold than we do, more snow and all that than we do. Anyhow, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.